And the last real conversation we had was him talking about Baby Jackie and him talking about how he made so many different changes. Him talking about
and we're back, people. We are back. Your favorite, and I swear I'm not lying when I say this. I'm always truthful. Your favorite sports podcast, roaming the airwaves, rolling with Ramos, is back. I happen to be, as I always am, America, the one with the last name Ramos. I would like to personally thank my daddy for that one. Episode 54. You know, we paid homage to a lot of Chicago Bears, a lot of defensive-minded Chicago Bears from the Windy City.
In his 3 years with the Redskins.
We shouted out Khalil Mack. This one goes to the originator. I don't know if you like him with hair or without hair. We prefer him without hair. Episode 54, the Brian Urlacher edition.
And then
now,
just the impact that he had on
the
lives of friends and family and teammates
and
coaches. I think that's why. Because it's something you asked me earlier, why you think we still talking about him to this day.
Today. But when he is not
just
here,
compared to other people that
Ramos
passed. I mean, this guy is someone that,
additional
like you said, we never forget about. And this happened in
that
2007,
enables people from all walks of life to tell their story.
And it doesn't get easy. 11 years ago, it doesn't get easy.
Carl Nelson.
And when you,
I hope this is.
I grew up
the beginning.
You know America. You know I'm a Washington Redskins fan. Never going to change. If I could bleed blood,
people that we know in common.
It would probably be burgundy and gold. But anyways,
I'm not blaming myself.
Sean Taylor growing up.
You blaming me?
And the way he played, like the way he played, he would be on the other side of the field, and he would come out of nowhere. Shout out to
Thank
Trae.
you. I'm happy to be here.
Because you talking about concussion protocols and all that type of stuff now. Sean Taylor was going to end your career. He played every down like it was his last. He thoroughly enjoyed playing football. He enjoyed the Washington Redskins environment. I mean, if you're talking about Clay, if Clay Matthews is out here talking about referees and flags and roughing the passer now, Sean Taylor would not fit in this world right now. In this football world, when they throw flags, they would have to find flags in other colors for Sean Taylor as the intensity he played. You would not have guys like Cam Chancellor. You would not have those type of guys in this league if it wasn't for Sean Taylor. And I don't think he realized how revolutionary he was as he was playing in his own time. I think what makes Sean Taylor so great in the fact that we remember him so much, of course, his tragic death, of course. But we remember him so greatly is because this was a man that was not even in his prime when he was doing the things that he was doing. Hands down, if not the best safety of this time, one of the best to ever play the game.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely not.
That's an amazing thing to be able to say. Like you said, he wasn't even in his prime when he was doing everything he was doing.
I think this is great, especially with her being a young black woman. In sports, we were talking off the record earlier. The first person you mentioned was Serena Williams, just in terms of what she means to sports. And I think this is truly huge to have someone like her who has had the success. I did not even know that she was the most decorated American gymnast in history. So that's a big feat in itself. And for her to get the keys to the city, like you said, that's exclusive. That's not something that everybody is privy to. I think it's great, and I'm a big fan. So I love it. And I hope her success continues, and that this sends a great message to especially our young black female athletes out there for sure.
Now I don't know how much you've been into gymnastics, but growing up, we had Dominique Dawes. I remember her, and then you also had Gabby Douglas. Emergence, and then now it's Simone Biles. But you're talking about
some points you still lose that game. Oh, that was a game. On Monday Night Football, that was a game. They were number 2 last week. They're number 2 this week. Kansas City Chiefs, they're number 3. They were number 3 last week. The New England Patriots, they climb up a spot to 4 from 5. Los Angeles Chargers, they're in the 7th seed. They were 7 last week. They're 5 this week. The Chicago Bears, everything was good in Chicago. You know, Mr. Trubisky did not play. They are 6. They were 6 last week.
It's been amazing. I mean, you mentioned Gabby Douglas. That's someone who really got me really interested in watching Olympics, the Olympics and watching gymnastics specifically. So for Simone to come in and not only do what some of the things that Gabby's accomplished, but look at what she's doing. She's setting the bar even higher. I think it's truly amazing. And like you said, there's nothing that we cannot do. There's really nothing we cannot accomplish out here. So it's great to see. I'm not surprised. I'm just happy to see.
27-37, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. Third start in his career, first in 4 years.
I still can't, but
236 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Sitting down, eating that first and second meal. So by the time that second game is rolling, the first game I'm kind of peeking at. But what I remember from that game was Stafford throwing that interception. When they had the opportunity to tie it, he was right in the end zone. Threw an interception in the end zone with 23-16. They had the opportunity to tie the game. So that was a really unfortunate thing for Detroit.
All right.
I think Serena. Matter of fact, I watch women's tennis more than I watch men's tennis because of Serena. Because of Serena. I mean, she's not even. You hear people say that she's not even just the best female athlete, but she's arguably one of the greatest athletes overall. And then for her to come from having a child. You know,
the top
and
of
I know
the
that
NFC East is now a shared
I was going to mention that. Exactly. She almost lost her life having a child and to come back and to accomplish what she's accomplished since then.
So now they become the messiahs of the NFL. Everybody's talking great about them. And let Ivory Gelder tell that Amari Cooper was not acquired until Jerry Jones got his panties up in a bunch and they played the Washington Redskins and lost. So now everything seems to be coming together for the Cowboys. However, I dare not say it, but I will say it. How about them Cowboys?
You saw the match, the Phil versus Tiger match.
Cooper, it's just funny to me that before he came to Dallas, everybody was talking about, should he bring Dez Bryant back? What are they going to do in terms of wide receivers? What are they going to do with their offense to revitalize it? And then this guy comes back. And then all of a sudden, I'm reading headlines yesterday and today about all the Cowboys going to be a Super Bowl contender.
Are you buying this Cowboy juice? Are you drinking it?
I never buy the Cowboy. I never buy into the Cowboy juice. And I did when they were 13-3 and they had Dak and they had Zeke. I was rooting for them.
It takes a lot of money to be in this sport.
It hasn't been how about the Cowboys lately for me.
Not to say that.
And then the Redskins go and they pick up a linebacker. And if anybody's been watching this, it's been the same linebacker that's been in the domestic violence issues and he got shipped out of the 49ers. Liability, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I think that, some people might try to argue and say it's a little bit too early. I mean, I know it's been two Olympics appearances now where she's had great success. Hopefully in this next one, she has great success again. I know for Gabby Douglas, unfortunately, it seemed like it was kind of cut short. Just her reign. But it looks like Simone is here to stay, and she's young. She's still young. So look at what Michael Phelps was able to do. Michael Phelps has stuck around for a long time. So I'm hoping that if Simone is able to remain healthy, hopefully she can be here to stay for a while.
You sit back in front of the TV, guess what happens? The Falcons and the Saints play. The Saints
and the fact that she's this young and she's on, like I said, only 2 Olympics, and she's been able to accomplish what she's already accomplished. That right there, even if she never steps foot into a gymnastics gym again, she's already up there with some of the greats.
So. They lose in this fashion. Drew Brees, 15-22, 171 yards. This was a snow night.
I'm sorry, America. You must understand.
4 touchdowns.
I mean, everybody wants to be doctors and lawyers, but kids now.
Matt Ryan, you're ice cold. You're out of there. You're shot. I don't know who you are. However, 35-47, 377 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
That's good news for me because my Baltimore Ravens will be playing the Falcons next, so I'm happy to hear.
Unfortunately,
it looks like you got a nice easy one coming up
on Thanksgiving Day.
When they're in the news for
if we want to, so this is funny. There's a guy named Jalen Ramsey, and if you know Jalen Ramsey, he likes to talk a lot of junk. He's known, and this must have been Saxonville. He's still riding high off of what they did last year. He makes this comment in August on Josh Allen. He's trash. It's gonna show. That's a stupid draft pick to me. We played them this year, and I'm excited as hell. I hope he's their starting quarterback. The Bills beat the Jaguars 24-21. Josh Allen, the nice little one that he just said was trash. 8 of 19, 160 yards, 1 touchdown on the ground, 13 18 carries, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 259 yards he had on the Jaguars. If you care,
the football world lost.
Because who cares about Blake Bortles? 12 of 23, 127 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Leonard Fournette, he was there, 18 carries, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was ejected from this game.
Ultimately, Taylor was shot in the upper leg by an intruder.
Well, it's a nice little brawl. How you feeling about the Jaguars? Finally, they just need to shut up. This is over. This is over.
So all types of life.
This one's funny. My co-host who's listening, Tristan, I see you, baby. I know you're going to enjoy this nice little number. Condoleezza Rice didn't have to come to help the Browns because, they beat the Bengals 35-20. Baker Mayfield setting rookie record with 4 touchdown passes. The Browns surged ahead early as they were 28-0 to start, 0 to start.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackson, he was fired. You know all too well. He was fired a week ago. But he was watching the action from the Bengals sideline because he's defensive assistant. I mean, that's the place that he should stay.
What other guy?
He want to take his defensive prowess, right? But he goes to the Bengals. He's watching from the sideline. Not only does he lose as a head coach, but he also loses as an opposition because Jackson only 3 wins in 2+ seasons with the Browns. That means he should have been fired.
Our relationship.
He couldn't win either as an opposition. Baker Mayfield, 19-26, 258 yards for the young boy, 4 touchdowns. He says
I was really young.
He says that the Browns have people that we believe in calling the plays now.
When we started playing together,
his stats the last 3 weeks tell that story.
Friendship
coaching change. He was 58%.
For me, it started out. He was like my little brother, and then we just got really close. Because I was married really early. He wasn't, and so he would come over and he would eat. And I remember my wife had seen him play before she met him.
They didn't even embrace it and look each other.
Out of Redskins Park, and he just stopped by the car and he was like, "Hi, Miss Clark, nice to meet you." And I get in the car, my wife's like, "Who is that?"
It worked out.
And I was like, "That's Sean Taylor." And she was
it's almost as if Carl, he's blaming him. He's blaming Hugh Jackson for him not being able to take off as much as he wanted.
Like Lou said, a lot of people felt like he was family, he was
Baker Mayfield did not start
and it wasn't fake.
That's true.
He was going to be the same person every day, day in, day out.
That's a good point you just made because
the people close to him, and I know Luke can attest to this, you would get upset when you'd hear other people talk about it because they were wrong about it. And the last real conversation we had was him talking about Baby Jackie and him talking about how he made so many different changes, him talking about accepting his Savior and just different things, and I was just so happy and I was so proud of him. And then I remember sitting on the steps because I just got out the hospital when he passed. I was sitting on the steps and my son is like, Jordan was like, "Dad, what happened to Uncle Sean?" And that conversation.
What's funny? I thought they wanted
one of the
prime time. I'm thinking they turned the tide and then they show us who they really are.
To talk about him now is hard because there's some losses that are different.
Now I think we're sitting at 6-5, they're 5-6, and it's not looking good for them because our division is always really tight.
What's interesting? I just want to just piggyback over something that Ron Clark just said. I think it's interesting that he didn't even talk about Sean Taylor as a football player. He was talking about him as a friend and just as a person. Obviously, we know that as a football player, this is a guy who 2 Pro Bowls in his 3 years with the Redskins, 3 years in the league. Just a lot of success on the field, but the fact that he had that balance between being extremely successful in high school, college, and then in the pros for that short stint that he was here with us, and then just the impact that he had on the lives of friends and family and teammates and coaches. I think that's why, because it's something you asked me earlier, why do you think we're still talking about him to this day?
People aren't talking about him.
Just compared to other people that passed. I mean, this guy is someone that, like you said, we never forget about. And this happened in 2007, 11 years ago.
Marvin Lewis needs to be fired at the end of the season. I feel you, Tristan. I know you want him out of it.
Or before the end of the season. But one thing I said to myself about the Patriots, now I know why they're always in the mix, because they always have a chance.
But anyways,
the Bills.
So we're giving them an easy ride. And Josh Gordon, this is the type of career we wanted Josh Gordon to have, being in the Patriots. But we're giving their ride to how high they are based on the fact that,
you talking about concussion protocol and that type of stuff now. Sean Taylor was going to end your career.
Mm-hmm.
He played played every down like it was his last. He thoroughly enjoyed playing football. He enjoyed the Washington Redskins environment. I mean, if you're talking about Clay, if Clay Matthews is out here talking about referees and flags and roughing the passer now, Sean Taylor would not fit in this world right now. In this football world, when they throw flags, they would have to find flags in other colors for Sean Taylor as the intensity he played. You would not have guys like Cam Chancellor.
Mm-hmm.
You would not have those type of guys in this league if it wasn't for Sean Taylor. And I don't think he realized how revolutionary he was as he was playing in his own time. I think what makes Sean Taylor so great in the fact that we remember him so much, of course, his tragic death, of course, but we remember him so greatly is because this was a man